Avowed has seemingly become a somewhat controversial game. From the developers who brought you Fallout New Vegas, The Outer Worlds, and Pillars of Eternity, Obsidian's Skyrim-esque title, Avowed, set in the world of Eora, the same world as Pillars of Eternity. However, you can play this game with little to absolutely no prior knowledge of Pillars of Eternity. If I had to sum up Avowed in a quick sentence, I would say it's Obsidian's take on an Elder Scrolls formula. More streamlined, but clearly what they were going for. And it does work really well. The game looks and plays amazingly well. I had it running on my 3050 laptop at medium settings while hitting that 60 frames per second sweet spot. Of course, being an action RPG similar to Skyrim, you have bows, swords and shields, but magic is where this game truly shines. Plenty of godlike abilities to learn, such as trapping your enemies from vines and keeping them in place for a few seconds, or equipping a magical arcane tome and wand that sees you flinging spells around as if you were the boy who lived. When playing the mage build, begin with 4 spells: Arcane Ward, Chill Blades, Fan of Flames, and Jolting Touch. Each of these spells not only looks great, but also feels great to use. This method of combat is the bread and butter that will leave you hooked and wanting more from Avowed, similar to how the magic system in the Elder Scrolls made such an impact. The open world and dungeons are a joy to explore, especially since the game has a sort of parkour mobility mechanic. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for the cities. They feel lifeless, lacking meaning or purpose, as if Obsidian gave this part of the game little thought. I mean, there is no reaction from townspeople and guards whatsoever. They remain unfazed as I take from their homes, if I steal in front of them, or even if I give them a good whack. They take no damage, not even a word or stumble is given. To me, this really breaks my immersion, especially so since it's in the same class as a Fallout or Elder Scrolls game. So who do I recommend Avowed to? Any fantasy RPG lover who wants to take up arms in a magical adventure. This combat is super satisfying, and there's always something hiding around the next corner. If you want to scratch that Elder Scrolls itch without journeying through the lands of Tamriel, freshen your eyes on the world of Eora, or simply don't have time for a massive playthrough of those games, Avowed is the game for you. Avowed is out now on Xbox and PC with a day 1 release on Gamepass. I don't really see the need to pick up this game full price. It is fun, but I would honestly just opt in for it on Gamepass.